Imagine looking up at the starry night sky. You're admiring the moon, and instead of thinking or saying to the person who's standing next to you, "The moon is so beautiful tonight," you say, "I want it. I want the moon. I want to make it mine." It might sound crazy, straight out of Despicable Me, but we're talking truth. We're talking real life. Trust me when I say some people tried. And today, we will try to talk about them. Hi everyone, and welcome back to a new YouTube video on my channel. I missed you so much. Today we will be talking about the moon. Why? Because I love Despicable Me, and I was just thinking, oh my god, Gru stole the moon. He didn't only try, he stole it. And then I was thinking, wait, could it be possible, like, if I look it up, that someone in real life tried to steal the moon, which inspired maybe the movie? And I found out that there were actually so many people who tried to steal the moon, which is crazy. Therefore, we will talk about them today, one by one, starting by the oldest, the most ancient story, and then we will get to the NASA intern who literally stole pieces from the moon. Yeah, let's get into it. The oldest stories told about stealing the moon were way before telescopes or space travel or science. It all started before people even knew what the moon was. Some people believed that it was God, some people thought, oh, it's God lanterns, some people thought it's just a living creature like us. I don't know, but so many people thought so many different things about the moon. One of the earliest references we have comes from Finnish mythology, where a being named Reiko claimed to be able to control the moon. He tried to blacken it and hide it from the world. The thing about these people trying to steal the moon is that it's never about the money. You will notice the huge difference between these people from ancient civilizations who actually tried to steal the moon or claimed to be able to control it and blah blah blah, and between the NASA person. The thing is, all of the stories mentioned in here, they were never about money or power or greed. It was control. They wanted to control the moon. And it's just sad. I feel like human beings have always longed for controlling things that are not supposed to be their own. Why are we so obsessed? I don't know. Let's move to the second reference that I was able to find. In Micronesian, I read this old story about a fisherman, and this fisherman, he was a normal person, right? But then he was slightly stupid. I'm gonna tell you his story. I'm sorry for bullying you, man, but like, how did you go down in history with such stories? So this person tried to capture the moonlight in a jar. You might be wondering, it's silly, not possible. So why did he try so hard? Why did he climb a mountain in the middle of the night? He spent the whole night in there trying to capture the moonlight into his jar. The reason is, he wanted a beautiful woman to fall in love with him, and he believed if he can capture that, yeah, the beautiful woman's gonna fall in love with him. But if you want a beautiful woman to fall in love with you, you have to go find her, treat her right, confess, and get married. It's that easy. The thing is that by the time he was standing in there, like the whole night trying to capture the moonlight, the moon disappeared. And the people freaked out. Everyone was so scared. They're like, oh my god, this guy did something. Well, I'm thankful they didn't execute him, because people say he disappeared after what happened. Even though the moon came straight back the day after, I mean, he was just lucky. It's such an entertaining coincidence, because imagine not knowing what the moon is, not knowing the moon phases, you don't know that the moon is gonna change and blah blah blah, and then suddenly that, like, you spend one night without the moon, or you see that the moon is different, and you freak out. I would never be able to be as mentally as strong as these old people, even though we make fun of them, the people of ancient civilizations, but they didn't know what the moon was. Of course they'd freak out. I would believe that that man stole the moon. But yeah, he didn't steal the moon. Almost. He tried. In Hampshire in England, there was a legend of a giant named Yenragate. The story says that a man insulted the giant, and therefore Yenragate threw him so high, the man landed on the moon, and he stayed there. He was living on the moon. And when the moon would glow, the villagers had this inside joke that, visitors wouldn't understand, which was, oh my god, he's still there. We can see him. He's there. I don't know, I'm getting funny vibes. I wish I lived in that time. I would have been able to make so many funny jokes. Like, how is this so... I'm so jealous of these people. They had the times of their lives. Like, right now, we can't joke about stealing the moon or someone living on the moon because a giant threw them. That's just gonna sound stupid, but these are my kind of people. Well, this story is strange, but I just thought I should include it because the villagers kept saying, oh, he didn't steal the moon stole him. Meanwhile, the man didn't do anything. I mean, he insulted the giant. Hello. Well deserved. I mean, the giant exaggerated, like, but then yeah, well deserved. And then I found this Zen tale from Japan. It was called The Moon Cannot Be Stolen. The story starts when a thief breaks into the monk Ryokan's hut and he found nothing inside. No gold, no treasures. It was told that Ryokan felt pity for the thief and he gave him his robe. I'm sorry, man, you cannot treat your thief. This person was trying to steal from you. You're feeling pity for them? I mean, he's a monk. Makes sense. And as the thief runs away, the weirdest thing happens. I'm sorry, I love Japan, I love Japanese culture, but tell me, why is this story so weird? Because the man literally is watching the thief. He looks up at the moon and he thinks, I wish I could give him the moon. Is this a love story? What happens? Honey, are you okay? In Japan, this story is a reminder that you cannot own everything. You cannot own the beauty of the moon. Fast forward to the 20th century, where we were able to land on the moon, whether you believe that or not, because I do. But instead of these old myths and stories and legends I've just told you, believe it or not, people tried to claim ownership for the moon. I know people buy and sell stars, but I didn't know people tried to own the moon, because that's wild. That's next level control. You're controlling, bro. And I'm saying bro because I know it's a man. We would never think of buying the moon. Would we? I wouldn't. We're in 1980. And there's a man named Dennis Hope. He filed a declaration with the United Nations claiming that he owns the moon and every planet on the solar system except Earth. Oh, I mean, I was gonna call him shameless, but he didn't claim ownership for Earth, so he's softly shameless, not as shameless as I thought. He found a loophole in the Outer Space Treaty in 1967, which only forbids nations to own celestial bodies and not individuals. And believe it or not, as surprised as I am, this person was a real estate agent. But it's like in space, he was selling them celestial bodies. Yep. And until this day, thousands of people bought lands on the moon. Celebrities like Tom Cruise paid millions of dollars for a land on the moon, even though legally it's supposed to be worth nothing because the moon is not ours. It's no one's. I don't understand humans, I'm so lost. Now we are getting to the final story. The man who literally stole the moon. Thad Roberts, 2002. A 25-year-old intern at NASA did something so wild that you might not believe it. While working in the Building 31 lunar lab, he came up with a plan to steal actual rocks from the moon. They were brought back from the Apollo mission. And my camera died. These stones were worth millions of dollars. These were not just decorative stones. They're from the moon. They're worth millions of dollars. They are irreplaceable. Astronauts risked their lives to go there and collect them. And this man stole them. He stole ID badges and sneaked into the lab that night. It said that there was some people that helped him out, but he was like the brains of this operation. It was worth about $20 million back then. It's probably worth more now. And the thing is, he posted online ads trying to sell them to some people from Belgium. And that's when the FBI got involved. They pretended to be interested buyers, set up a meeting, and that's how he was arrested. So stupid. This man threw his career away, trying to own the moon. But well, let's be honest, this man was after the money. Gru was after, like, history. He wanted to become the #1 supervillain. Which for me, he is the cutest supervillain dad ever. So apparently, we've always been greedy. It runs in our blood. When we see something that we can't have, something beautiful, we want to own it. And a lot of people thought that they want to own the moon, which is crazy to me because, bro, the moon is supposed to be everyone's. It's our moon, our planet, our solar system, our galaxy, and we need to start taking care of them because simply admiring one's beauty is no longer enough. We need to take actions. I know, I don't know why this turned to be super serious, but like, it just happened. And by the way, I'm so sorry, you guys. I've been so sick and tired lately. Not sick of you. I love you. I miss you, actually. But if you think I sound weird, my energy's weird, don't mind me. It's just a phase, hopefully. We all go through phases. And I have some good news. We are starting a new YouTube channel. Let's start clapping. Yay! And I'm working on it. And when I upload the first video, I will let you know. Definitely. I'm sorry I haven't. Oh, by the way, I told you that I will be uploading the snacks video. Me trying snacks from the Philippines. I lost my data. I don't know what happened when I filmed the video. I just lost my data. I kept looking for it. I couldn't find it. So the people who were on the TikTok live with me, they saw me trying the snacks and I was filming at the same time. But later on, when I checked my memory card, I didn't find the file, which is wild. And oh my god, I just feel so bad. I'm not gonna do it again. I'm so sorry. But if there are any more ideas, especially story, there's a story you want me to tell, something you want me to talk about, comment down below. Stay safe, take care of yourself, and I love you. Bye bye.